There's nothing like chilling with my girls. Just me and my divas taking over the world. Hey, divas. Hey, divas. Let me tell you now,
What's up, ladies? So this video is going to be about how I do my eyebrows. Before I do anything, I'm going to put some moisturizer on my face. It's just like this collagen stuff. Got my spoolie here to just brush my half a brow in place, and this is my favorite, which is the CoverGirl Ink It in Cocoa Brown. Unfortunately for this video, I was fresh out. There really isn't much with these pencils, so I'm going to be using the Jordana eyebrow pencil along with my Coastal Scents Camouflage Camo concealer palette. So this is the same method even with the actual CoverGirl Ink It pencil. This one just takes a little bit longer. I'm not a huge fan of this Jordana pencil. I do like it though, but I like the CoverGirl Ink It a lot better because CoverGirl Ink It like stays on, like when you brush your brows to like just even the color out, it just looks awesome. But this one takes a little bit longer because you have to constantly keep distributing it back onto your eyelids. So as you've seen, I have my makeup Q-tip, cosmetic Q-tip, which you can purchase those at your local Walmart. They are like $2 for a bag of 80. And as you've seen here, I'm just kind of going with the flow. I love my brows to be a little bit thicker than I used to do them. You know, brows change like with the seasons and trends, I think. So I like to change my brows up. And I don't like them black, so I like to use a dark brown. And the color for this pencil is actually great, but the consistency is not that great. Like, it doesn't hold, it doesn't pack a punch. So the reason why it's going to take me longer than usual is because once I start brushing it in and grooming them, as you see right here, the color actually fades away drastically, so I have to go back in and kind of like darken them up. It's not a good consistency as the CoverGirl Ink It. So if you're in the look or in the market for a new pencil, I would highly suggest CoverGirl Ink It. Try the Cocoa Brown. I used to love Revlon Color Stay, but this one is a lot better, the CoverGirl. But let's just pretend I'm using that. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to groom them with my makeup Q-tip, and I love these. One edge is flat and the other end is pointy. These are just a lot easier for me to use. I can of course use regular Q-tips, but I prefer to use these. I've been using them for years and I absolutely love them. So I'm just going to go ahead and give me a decent little arch here on both sides, and you see I draw a majority of my brows. I love them to be a little bit thicker. I don't really like them too thin because I don't want people to think that I'm smiling, but I love them thick. Sometimes I can get them a little bit thicker than this depending on the mood that I'm in and the hair that I'm wearing, but not too thick. Like, I don't want caterpillars on my eyes. So as you see, I'm just gonna draw them back in a little bit more, and this all has to do with the pencil. So it's really important to get a great pencil, and this one here, this pencil that I'm using now, came with my BoxyCharm set. It's an Ofra pencil, and it sucks. It's like a bad pencil. It's like $17 for this crappy pencil, so it really sucks. So before I go and put on my concealer, I like to put on my facial primer, because putting on your facial primer makes an easy distribution of your concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight the underbrow, and I'm going to use a lighter color. And I love this Coastal Scents palette because there's 10 different colors in there, and you can use this palette for anything. I love it because I use it for my brows, I use it for my wigs, and I also use it for my under eye. I don't really use it for anything else but that, but it's a great palette because it's loads of different colors and you can always mix colors. So I'm going to go ahead and take my concealer brush, and this is from the Mineral Line Makeup Company. I forget the name of them, but that's what I'm using, this brush from there. I'll put it at the bottom, but it really doesn't matter which brush you use. I say use a small brush. I've seen people use like this huge brush, and I wouldn't advise using a huge brush. I like a smaller brush because it's more detailed and you can get better, just a better line. Now for the top portion of my brows, I'm going to use a darker color, and that's because I don't want to be too highlighted. I just want the underbrows to look crisp and clean. As far as the top, I want them to look as crisp and clean as well, but with a more same complexion, you know what I mean, same complexion look. And I take my fingertips and I rub it in because it just makes it a lot easier, as you can see here. and I just take my time. I love to do my brows. Some days are good, some days aren't. I think it all depends on the actual pencil. That's why I say it's really important to get a good pencil. CoverGirl Ink It. You won't have an issue where it's hot and sweaty and your brows come off. Not with CoverGirl Ink It. So there you have it. My brows are all done and I love them. They are to my perfection. And yes, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. All the information will be posted below, and see you soon. Bye.